rocket like rocket fuel.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow. Blue there. Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Ready. 70, Indy.
I got him.
Hey, Alpha.
Now on second and 16. Lock. And he rifles one incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
60 picture. Look at me. Zipper. Snap.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
At the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Locke again. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Clock now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Block again here on second and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say,
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, team 6, 5.
To throw it is locked. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And this one's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Push him back.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Hey. Now.
Spike 56. Here we go.
Now.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Charlie.
56.
Yep. Hard.
Check 13. Check 13.
Guard.
Switch it.
Ready?
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Locke now, just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Locke looks to throw it again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. They complete it to Hill. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Yeah, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateur.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
We got this.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Here we go, here we go.
Mostert. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, alert! 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 Get hot!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
11. Bravo! Get hot!
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
64.
First down, San Francisco.
I got you.
On first down, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here I come.
12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go for the 40. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This will be taken very short, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. The quick feet by Jackson. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Walk 54. I'm coming for you.
On 3rd down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this day, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Jackson going to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Mostert. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. Third.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 9. Yard line.
Let's go! At their own 19-yard line.
Come on, set. Just the outlaws. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Hill to try again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
48 Mike, 48 Mike.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin there to make the grab, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I hope we brought your rest because I'm about to take you.
Jackson from the shotgun, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. He's to the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run here with Ingram. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brent. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson now, throwing again, eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Tucker's kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Kill. Check.
Now Jackson on first down, being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, look your...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
No. Jim. Check.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And an alley to run. Escapes the defender.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now Hill. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 16, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 36 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, throw left side complete. It's Ingram. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. To throw on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Back to throw. Jackson, flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAnthony. Thomas there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Check 25.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I'm here all day.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now a and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Switch gears. Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, turn.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your poster, pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan. Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Washington Redskins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, if I have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 16, Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Snead's got it. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. They got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Here's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. We're scoreless after one. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. On second down, it's Thompson. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
You must be getting tired. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I know he ain't got it. Check 53's green. 53's mark. Wow. Check.
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden Land, and happy holidays to you and yours as well.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, however you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel bad about that because, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Always puts me in a jolly mood.
I love that because when we watch some of the Christmas specials, there's Burl Ives as the narrator.
Check. Let's go. Come on. Check. Hayward. Say it. Watch the ad. Hey, watch it.
Now Jackson on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. He uncorks it first into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Let's get it.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd down and goal. Haskins buying time, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 49. We got to get the ball. Get the cut. 49 the mic.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking deep for DeAnthony Thomas. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And some space here. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Going to give it to Love. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Jackson now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56. Mike, right there, 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Jackson will throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. They go play action with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Play action, now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
56. Mike, 56. Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Check. 53 is Mike. Coming to you. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Ready? Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now it's Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins, complete. Richardson has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. first down. It's Haskins eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And, Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Flushed out right. And this one complete to Reed. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Let's go now. AP Gator, 61, matchbox, lights.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd down and 4, Smith. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 27 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Redskins scoop it. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. On first down, here's Love. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Love again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, it's Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the safety creek. 3, 218, jump, 5.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. They can't hang with that.
Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, set.
Watch the screen. Pass. 40 yards.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Watch the goose. Watch the goose.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
He's coming. We got double up. Let it go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson and the offense come up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
I'm going to come back to you. Mike 56.
Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sport.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Leave beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Leave beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch a skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your prom, where your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, jamming out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly
in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, is it to get rich or dead? Try. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it. Out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Reset. 19. Switch up. 24. Down the block.
Watson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
24. 24 is down. He's coming. Get wide. Dash. 25. 24 is down. He's coming. Check. Lucky.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson going deep here for Stills. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He was looking that time for Stills. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On first down, it's Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it nice. Easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Motion, motion. Hey, 31. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, come on, now, come on.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete. Stills. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 32 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Back 55, back 55.
Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Gary and Conley. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions. In a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam. Deuce. Hey, 31. Get the boys down, he's coming. Down him, go.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
59. Mike, 55. Quarterback, don't get nervous, man. Go. 55.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 59. Down him, go. 54. Mike. Hey, 31. You can't block me. You can't block me. 24. Check 24. Check 24. Switch. Check.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Omarshierre to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Going deep here for... He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, check Mike 45. Trump. Bandit. Bandit. 26. 26. Mike 40. Get around. Yes. I'm coming after you. Bang.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down again. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this results in 6. Touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check. Alpha.
41. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Sponge. Jam. Check. Tight dog. Check 52.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Hit on the stop to Monte Casey.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
24. Check 37. 59. Motion. Watch out. 59. 54. 25. Check 25.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A first down carry now for Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Third and long. It's Watson. Now he'll let it go on the run. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Tuesday. Slam. Check. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. Check. Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37.
Operating from the gun. Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Undercross.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Back 25. 58. 21. 25.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Recon, 132 fighter. All right, 25 tonight. Hey, check. Hey, Wahoo. 41 Mike. 41
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Okay, right. 41's the mark. 41's the mark. Check 41. Go. You can't block me. Mike, 41. Mike.
Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 7 yards there and a first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Let's go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Freeman again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
41. Under 10. 10. Ready to go.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
26.
First throw in OT for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Alert, alert. Slam.
Watson operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson with a give to Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Check, watch.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
47, 19, 45. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
What's that? 19, 52. Get your swarm on. 59. 52's the mic right here. Go. 52's the mic. Heavy on the edges.
That's caught out wide by Stills. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My journey cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before it's real. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My doing it cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. It's like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Back bad man when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They LA, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause